Moving to the exercise 11.1, state true or false for the following statements. A line has no endpoints. It is true, as a line extends to both directions, so it doesn't have any endpoint. So it has no endpoints. Next one is a ray has definite length. It is false. Here the ray has one initial point and one point extends to infinity. So a ray has definite length is false because we can't determine the length of the ray. Next one is a line segment has one endpoint. It is also false as a line segment has two endpoints. AB is the line segment and it has two endpoints and has a definite length as well. Next one is a line segment can be drawn on a piece of paper, which is true. Two lines in a plane always intersect each other. This is false, as in a plane either two lines can intersect or are parallel to each other. Next one is 3 points lie on the same line can be said as collinear points. Yes, if the points lie on the same line, then the points are called collinear. So it is true. Next one is a point has no length and breadth. It is also true. Students, after understanding the concepts, you can easily do the filling the blanks. In the third part, we have to check whether the following points are collinear or not. First is A, B, C. See here A, B, C, we can pass a line through these points. So these 3 points are collinear. D, E, A. D point is here. A, E. It is not a straight line. So these are not collinear points. So we are writing here not collinear. B, C, D. Again B, C, D. These do not lie on a straight line. So these are also not collinear. C, E, B. C, E, B are also not collinear as they do not lie on a straight line. Next one is B, D, E. B, D, E. We can pass a line through B, D, E, which is a straight line. So B, D, E are collinear points. In the fourth part, we have to identify whether these examples are plane, line segment or point. A sheet of paper. A sheet of paper represents a plane. LED screen also represents plane, but a small dot represents a point. Sides of a rectangle. See, rectangle is like this one, and these are the sides. Sides of a rectangle represents line segment. Next one is surface of a floor is also an example of plane. Fifth part is write how many lines can be drawn through a given point. You have already learned through a given point we can draw infinite lines. So our answer is infinite. Two given points. Only one line can pass through two given points. 3 non-collinear points. If there are 3 non-collinear points, we can't pass a line through it. So our answer is none. None line can be drawn through 3 non-collinear points. See, we can draw the lines by this one manner, which meets this point, but there is no a single common line which pass through all these 3 points. It is a curve. So there is no single line which can pass through 3 non-collinear points. Next one is collinear points. If there are collinear points, so we can draw one line through it. In the sixth part, we have to find whether these rays or lines are parallel or intersecting. Here, these are intersecting lines. These are parallel lines having equal distance between them. These are also parallel lines, but these are intersecting rays. They have one initial point, one point extends to infinity. Now let us understand what are open and closed figures. See, if a figure has one initial point and one end point, then these are open figures. Here is initial point and one end point. So these figures are called open figures. But if the figure in which initial and end point coincides each other, means initial and end point is same. If you draw a circle, suppose this is the initial point from where you started drawing a circle. When you draw a circle, you again come to the initial point. So here the initial point and the end point is same, and the figure is closed figure. Again, this one, pentagon having 5 sides, is an example of closed figure. Interior or and exterior of closed figures. Here circle is the closed figure and the points lying inside the circle, that is E, B, F, are the interior of the curve, means lie inside of the circle, and the point lying outside E, D are the outside points and are called exterior of the curves because they are from outside of the figure, and the points lying on the figure on the circle, that is Z, X, C, these are on the boundary of the circle. Next one is curvilinear and linear boundaries. See, if the lines are curved lines like this one and are closed, the boundary which contains only curved lines or surfaces are called curvilinear boundaries. So circle, oval, that is egg shaped, are the examples of curvilinear boundaries. And the linear boundaries are those which have straight lines. See, here these figures are made by joining the straight lines, so these are having linear boundary. Some figures like cylinder, cone have curvilinear and linear boundaries as well. Here this one portion, that is called the lateral surface area of the cylinder, has no boundary. It has no boundary. As these are having no boundary, so these are called lateral surface area of the cone. This one portion is lateral surface area. This one is circular. It is not considered here. In the lateral surface area, we consider only this one portion. Plane closed figure. Triangle, rectangle, square, circle, all are the examples of plane closed figures. Next one is perpendicular lines. When two lines intersect in such a manner that they form 90-degree angle, that is right angles, then these are called perpendicular lines. It is denoted by the symbol this one, and here in this example you can see the line L is perpendicular to line M, and the line L is also perpendicular to the line N, and the line L is also perpendicular to the line O, because they are having 90-degree angle between these lines. Next one is perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular bisector is a line that divides a line segment. Here the line segment is AB. So the line PQ divides the line segment into two equal parts. Bisector means two equal parts. Bi means two. Okay. So if they intersect at point O, we can say AO is equal to BO, because these are equal parts and these are equal parts, and the line PQ is intersecting the line segment AB and divides it into two equal parts. AO is equal to OB. AB is the line segment and the line PQ is called the perpendicular bisector of the line AB.